Hi everyone, here we are on the range today, and what we're going to discuss is how people control their pitching, or how it can help you control your pitching. So what we're going to, our main common thing we're going to look at today is controlling the flight of your pitch shots. So it's a very hard thing to do, but it's going to give you something to work on when you're in that situation where you don't know what correct shot to hit, what kind of flight you want to hit, and what type of shot effectively. So there was, I was looking at a TrackMan survey earlier, and there was a comparison of 4 PGA professionals, how they can control their pitching. So what it was the 4 professionals had between a low pitch shot, a high pitch shot, and a medium pitch shot, their angle of attack was the same. So the angle they come into the golf ball was the same, and to control the trajectory, they just control the dynamic loft. So the dynamic loft is when the club is, or the actual loft on the golf club at impact and post impact. So what they do to control the dynamic loft is they use shaft lean. So shaft lean is how much shaft lean you create in relation to your stance and in relation to the middle of your body, or in relation to your body. So what happens is to hit a low shot, they have increased shaft lean. So what this does is it decreases dynamic loft. So you're going to hit a lower shot. So the less dynamic loft is created by more shaft lean. So if you can control the dynamic loft, you will be able to control the trajectory. So what we've got here is I'm going to hit a 30-yard shot, a little low shot. So what I do to hit a low shot is keep the ball in the middle of your stance. So when you start moving the ball position, that alters your angle of attack. So we want to keep it sort of in the middle of our stance. And what we want to do is we want to have our hands, we want to push our hands slightly forward so they're off our lead leg, so almost in the middle of our lead leg. And what we want to do is, as we come through, take the club in the backswing, we want to maintain that position of our hands slightly ahead of the golf ball. And as we come back through, we want to feel like we're reducing that follow through, so almost like this. So feel like that was a bit chunky. But what happened there was I kept the club low on the follow through, and the hands were slightly ahead of the ball during impact, or post impact, sorry. So what I'm going to try and do is, when you're hitting a low shot, feel like the club head is lagging behind your hands. That'll help you hit a lower trajectory and be able to control that shot into the wind. So another thing we're going to hit is a medium pitch shot. So what we're going to do here is we're going to keep the ball position the same, but we want to try and take a little bit longer swing. So the key focal point to take from this session today is you don't have to increase speed to hit the ball further, just lengthen the arc of your swing. So what we've got here is we've got a medium shot, so we're going to try and hit the ball a little bit higher, so and a little bit further. So what we're going to do is ball in the middle of our stance, but we're not going to have as much shaft lean on the way forward. So we're going to move our hands from our left leg just to the inside of our left leg. So the more shaft lean, the less dynamic loft. The more shaft lean behind the golf ball, the more loft you're going to create. So we're going to move the shaft lean a little bit further back, so it's almost off the inside of our left leg. And what we're going to do is we're going to just hit a normal shot as we just done the last time, but as we come through, we want, instead of the club finishing low, we want the club, so instead of the club finishing low on the follow through, we want the club to almost feel like we're extending right through the ball. So that change in angle will allow you to hit the ball further, and it will get the ball going a little bit higher. So the last shot we're going to talk about is the high shot. So what you want to do for this high shot is keep the ball kind of constant in the middle of your stance, but what you need to feel like you're doing is feel like the club head is overtaking your hands. So feel like you're hitting a flop shot, so the club head reaches the ball before your hands and it'll go a little bit higher. So feel like you're setting the wrists. So if I do it down the line, so feel like you're setting your wrists and then you're coming back through, so you're increasing the length of the swing on the way through to hit the ball higher. That changing the setting of the wrist will allow you to hit the ball a lot higher, and it will change the impact position. So that's basically three key points to take from today. So to alter the trajectory, you just need to control the shaft lean, which will enable you to control the dynamic loft. And what we want is hit the ball a little low and a little bit more shallow, so we don't want to take much of a divot. That's something to work on if you are struggling with your distances. Have a look at this video, view the video, and if you think it's helpful to you, give it a try. That's basically everything today. So that's giving you a few points to work on to improve your wedge play and your pitching effectively. Thank you.